Hi, this is Gemini Empress back again with another pick a card reading. I'm so sorry for the nursery playing in the background. Let me know if it is distracting. If it is, then I know not to use it for next time, but I'm just trying to use it to calm down my son. We're here to find out today what your person thinks of themselves versus what they show you. So bear in mind, this may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate with the pile you pick, you can choose another pile. If it doesn't resonate with any of the piles, then feel free to click on a different reading because sometimes my readings resonate with everyone, sometimes they don't. So it just really depends on the energy. So please let me know. With that being said, really meditate and pick pile 1 or pile 2 or pile 3 and let's go. Okay, so pile 1. Your person may show to you that they are cautious. They may come across as very cautious. They may not be of trusting of anybody. They may like to play the victim a lot. You know, somebody who cries over spoiled milk, even though half of the time, if they're in trouble with you or with anyone, it's usually by their own doing. They may have like a strong victim mentality that they like to show you. I don't know if they intend to show you this, but this is the persona that comes out. This is the side that they show. Somebody who is very, very victim mentality. Somebody who cries over spilt milk. Somebody who's very sensitive. Self sabotaging energy. That's it. Somebody who's always in conflict or at least ready to stand up for what they believe in. They want to come across as somebody who's strong, somebody who can be like, you know what, I can defend myself. I'll fight anyone for it. They can also come across as somebody who, yeah, is very, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, they may come across in a manner of that's so toxic masculinity if it's a guy or passionate if it's a girl. And yeah, just somebody who's willing to defend themselves, but is also very cautious and not trusting of others. That's the side that they may portray. Sorry, and my hand is shaking. I'm trying to hold my son and the camera. But yeah, also somebody who's very like prone to getting hurt easily. So they're very sensitive. But how they view themselves is they see themselves as calm and collected. This is the irony. They think that they're so calm, so collected. We have 29, which is 2 plus 9, which is 11. But then 11 simplified is 2. So they kind of see themselves as, a manifester, somebody who daydreams a lot, somebody who believes in themselves and they're so calm and collected and they believe that they're destined to like have good things in their life. We also have here and now, which is 3 plus 2, which is 5. So they kind of have somebody who they see themselves as they act in the moment. They see themselves as somebody who's prone to change, but somebody who doesn't mind transformation if it's for the greater good for themselves. They also see themselves as positive because we have 6 plus 2, which is 8. So then they I think they are in search for happiness. I don't really see themselves as saying that they're a positive person, but they see themselves as calm and collected, somebody who lives in the moment now, and somebody who's always in the search for true eternal happiness. All they want is happiness. That's the side that they think that they are. This doesn't necessarily say that this is who they are, but this is how they see themselves. They see themselves as somebody who's always in search for true eternal happiness. And yeah. So I don't know if that resonated with you guys, but I'm sure that resonated with some of you guys. But yeah, this is how they see themselves and this is how, they portray you. So I hope that resonated. Oop. Okay, so for those who pick pile 2, um, this person may portray themselves to be very guarded, somebody who's not really the best of communication, somebody who does tell the truth, but only when they communicate, which is not really that often. They at least they intend to tell the truth, but they're not really big on the communication. I think they come across as more of a stalker rather than a talker. They're very guarded and very practical. Could be an earth sign or an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. But there's somebody who really doesn't like to open up as much, and they try their best to be as honest, or they try their best to be as blunt and logical. Maybe it's not necessarily honesty. Maybe they portray themselves as logical, but they don't really say much, and they don't really want to open up much. They're very stingy. You know, it doesn't have to be with their communication, it could also be with their money, because they're very practical. They work hard to earn it and they just don't want to easily give it away. This is the persona that they may, you know, show to others. But how they view themselves, or how they may be, is that they're somebody who's a deep thinker. They believe that they deserve a life better than they're living now. They dream about the bigger things. And this is all what's on their mind. That's all what drives them. They see themselves as somebody who does daydream a lot. So because we have 2 plus 0, which is 2, a manifester, you know. But we also have 5 plus 0, which is 5, no place like home. So there's somebody who they see themselves as somebody who they may adapt and change and, you know, go with the wind and live in the moment. But at the end of the day, they feel like in themselves that they're whole. Like they still know who they are as a person. They may wear different hats, different facades, different masks, but at the end of the day, they know who they are. That's how they see themselves. This doesn't have to mean that that's how they truly are, but that's just how they see themselves. And they also see themselves as somebody who, you know, we have 3 plus 9, which is 12, simplified is 3, practical, somebody who wants a new life, somebody who grinds hard financially because they want to make a better life for themselves. They believe that they deserve the bigger things in life and they're willing to work towards that because they love themselves. So they really want a new life with themselves, with you, or with anyone really, but they're willing to put in that effort to do that, and they believe that they will get it in the end because they truly deserve that, because they desire to have these things. That's how they see themselves. It doesn't necessarily mean that's who they are, but that's just what they believe to be what they're like. So I hope that resonated with you, pal 2. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so for those of you who picked pal 3, sorry, so messy here and so disorganized, but you know, I don't have Virgo in my chart, so sorry. Your person may portray themselves to be strong in front of you. They may act like they're like the strongest of them all. They don't need anybody's help. They're emotionally balanced. They're stable in their mind. They can manifest for what they want. This is what they like to show people. They may show people that they're a leader and they're independent, self-sufficient, don't really need anybody, but at the same time, they're not afraid to be social. They may also like to present themselves to be somebody who can detach from people from quite some time in order to seek inner wisdom, or maybe somebody who like stagnates or procrastinates here and there when it comes to practical work or relationships. They're not really the best at relationships because there is a lot of stagnation, but overall, I'm getting somebody who likes to withdraw from time to time to get new ideas and refresh their mind. Somebody who thinks that they don't need anybody, they're a leader, they know what they want, they can get it for themselves. They're very emotionally balanced and stable within themselves. They're whole, they love themselves, they're strong. Could be an earth sign, not earth sign, sorry, it could be a Pisces, could be a fire sign, Gemini, doesn't have to be, or Leo. But that's just the persona they like to show others. But what they truly think they are like, it doesn't have to mean that this is how they truly are, but it just means how they view themselves. They see themselves as somebody who has a lot of inner conflict, a lot of baggage, a lot of inner turmoil. We have 3 plus 3, which is 6, chaos of conflict. So 6 is kind of like a number of like reminiscence. So they have a lot of past baggage that they kind of like think that affected them today. And that's why they have to put on this persona to be strong, because they don't want to look weak. They don't want to make people believe that they even have issues that affect them. So they tend to hide that a lot, or at least that's how they view themselves to be. We also have to be fair. So we have 3 plus 8, which is 11, manifestation, which, you know, is simplified by the number 2. They feel like they are fair and they believe that they're balanced in karma. So they kind of feel like they deserve things and they're a fair person. So they do good. So they believe that they will receive good in the end. They believe that they will manifest good things into life because that's what they deserve. They believe that they've struggled before and they've gone through some things, so they deserve good things. So that's why they like to put on a strong front, and a front that they are a leader and they can get things done with or without the help of a person. They also see themselves as finding who they are. They feel like there's something special and spiritual about them, something that they don't believe that the way they're acting is a pure coincidence. They believe that it was meant to happen. They believe that they were destined to have happiness, destined to have the things that they work hard towards, you know, because we have 1 + 8, which is 9, which is like an end of a cycle. They believe that they've gone through so much pain, so much trauma, so much turmoil, and they're going to get something that they're destined for, like their happiness, because they believe that that's the fair thing to happen, like that's their karma. They believe that's what's meant to be. So when good things come to them, they see themselves as deserving of it. It's like serendipitous. Like they believe that this was supposed to be. This is not an accident. This is a beautiful reoccurrence of something that they can't explain why they are entitled to these things, but they believe that they are. So that's how they see themselves, and not necessarily who they are, but that's just how they see themselves. So I hope that resonated for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that it was short, but I will put more effort into my readings very soon. So whoever requested this video, thank you so much to you. I hope that resonated with you. And thank you so much. Bye.